Yo, what's up, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of the Brand Risk Podcast. Today we got Ducky the Gamer, the mobile gamer here. Once known as the best mobile Fortnite player until actual tournaments came out. And he got swept under the rug. But we got here, a man to give us a different insight on the gaming industry and let us know why mobile gamers should have rights.
It sounds like we're back in the old days, bro. Holy crap. But yeah, I appreciate it. Yeah, I mean, mobile gaming, it's different. It's definitely I saw a quote the other day, or something someone tweeted that back in 2010, people thought gaming wasn't going to be a career. If you play games, you're wasting your life, wasting your time. And that sort of same sentiment is here with mobile now, that mobile gaming isn't real. We shouldn't have anything, any prize pools, tournaments. And so it's sort of the old mindset's shifted to mobile now. So I think over time, it'll phase out. But
when do you guys plan on protesting?
I don't care.
This is gonna be Ducky. How old are you?
I'm 19.
Oh, you're 19. I thought you were older than that. But it's gonna be Ducky, a bunch of 12-year-olds.
Ducky's leading the charge. There's fire behind them. You see one of those photos. There's fucking riot police, and it's just
little kids with their
They're
iPhones.
just bouncing off the riot shields.
That's so fucking funny, bro. So I have a question that I feel like I haven't gotten to ask somebody who really frequents mobile. But do you just prefer the peripheral over an actual PC shit or a controller?
It's so the reason I started mobile, I guess it's that's just a good segue to that, or that's the answer to the question is back in the day, you guys probably know Clash of Clans, all those Supercell games back in the day. So I used to make content on that way back when, 2013, 14, back in middle school. So I made some videos on that, had a YouTube channel, a few thousand subs. And then this mobile game called Madden Mobile came out. I don't know. It was a weird game for a year or two. It's pretty low key big for the mobile scene on YouTube at the time. And so played the game for 2 years. Uploaded videos.
It's like Mixer. You guys had 4 viewers or something, right?
Yeah. I streamed and put 50 viewers, and it was interesting. And I was in my senior year of college. I was packing things up. The game was literally dead to see. Mixer, the game was dead.
High school.
I was wrapping up high school, senior of high school.
Okay.
And then Madden or Fortnite Mobile came out. Fortnite came out a few months prior in September, October. That was when it was blowing up. And uploaded some videos, streams, all that good stuff. Absolutely no traction, no views, nothing was converting. So I pretty much gave up on that. And then season 3 of Fortnite Mobile came out. And I was like, well, if I have 30K subs for a mobile gaming YouTube channel, Clash of Clans, Madden Mobile, all these mobile games, hopefully mobile would stick. And then luckily enough, started streaming 50 viewers, next week, 100 viewers, next month, 500 viewers, and it quickly progressed. Pretty much gave me my career for mobile. So truth be told, I don't really like mobile that much, obviously.
Motherfucker's got a gun held up to his head, bro. He's tied up in a basement being forced to play.
No, I obviously know, I'm not an idiot. If I'm going to be competitive, I'm going to go play PC, or I'm going to go get some good aim assist on controller or whatever. But for mobile, just the aspect of content is completely different from any other platform.
Right.
And so as a content creator, it's a bit different. And so if I wanted to be just purely competitive, PC, console, whatever, I'd go scrim on there. But mobile, it's just the environment's different. It's just weird because there's really no comp scenes to kind of force into content. So I don't prefer playing on mobile. I get frustrated sometimes with the limitations, but then again, the content sort of makes up for it. So it's a weird balance of mobile Fortnite and just mobile games in general right now, because they're sort of swept under the rug or whatever compared to the other platforms. But
So you're waiting, let's say we're talking about the next game, let's say, right? So you're really waiting for the next game on mobile, right? You don't you're never gonna want to switch to PC, or you want to kind of see how it goes.
I think I'm just the mobile guy now. Like,
Yeah.
I'm just, it's not a bad thing, but there's just so few options. It's really Fortnite, PUBG mobile, which kind of stinks, or COD mobile. So I have 3 options to play video games that I could enjoy or make content on. And so that's like the only unfortunate thing I would say about mobile is like the limitations really suck. But I mean, I have people ask in my chat, do I even have a PC? Those guys are idiots.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
I do have a PC, yeah.
Dual iPad stream.
I just plug everything
Bro,
from one iPad to another.
I bet the community is really different too. Like the Fortnite mobile community. Give us some insight on that, dude. What's that community like?
Bro, if you think the Fortnite community is brain dead, don't even venture into them. Don't. If you just peek behind the curtain, bro, you're gonna never want to like check it out. It's like you said, like 12-year-olds rioting in the street, bro. That's the actual like audience of mobile. I think so I'm 19 as a content creator. I know there's like Grand Theft Auto 17, and there's like another like 20-year-old, and that's like it for like a
Surfing
mainstream.
Boy?
Surfing Boy. He's I think like 19. So I think like 4 like decently of age like content creators. The rest are like 14, like 15, super young, super immature. There's no branding in the mobile community. There's no streaming. Like it's just bad. So I don't even really try to interact with the mobile community. I try to interact with like the Fortnite community,
Right?
Because the mobile community, like, dude, it's so overwhelming. It's so bad.
Yeah, it cracks me up how you're just like, dude, like you thought Fortnite was brain dead. Like you're talking about your own viewers. Like your own viewers are gonna be like, they're gonna see this podcast.
Hey, bro, he's not wrong though, bro. He's not wrong.
Bro, your viewers gonna see this podcast. Like, oh my god, a Ducky podcast. Yeah. They're gonna click on it just for you to call them retards. That's crazy.
No, like, I don't know. It's hard to
No, bro,
describe
it's
it,
okay. It's okay, bro. Don't worry.
Hey,
Trust me,
listen,
I
dude,
call
listen.
Twitch chat brain dead all the time, bro. Like that. And I'm sure. Yeah, go ahead.
I was gonna say I transitioned out of Fortnite like a little bit. Like I still play Fortnite pretty often actually, but man, chat is. I didn't know that it was like that. I didn't know that different sections of Twitch had different. Like,
Edwin's got a normal chat now. It's drug addict incels.
Dude.
It's not just young kids.
Yes. It's like the baseline. It's like the baseline Twitch user. Like they're all in a basement. They're all doing some heroin, and they think my like long hair hippie ass is hilarious.
Yeah.
They love it.
Recently, I actually got my brother into streaming sort of recently, and he will stream Fortnite for like 10, 15 viewers because obviously like my viewers would go watch him or like some of them will watch him. And he's like, bro, why are kids asking if I can give the skin? Like why are they asking if I can play? Why are they asking if I can add him? And he'll play Modern Warfare and have like a regular chat.
Oh my god, that's so AIDS.
Even like he's been doing it for like a few weeks, and he's made the connection that Fortnite chat's just like different breed.
Bro, it's a different breed. Morning chat is the worst, and is that what you stream? Do you stream in the morning?
I stream at night. I've been doing some afternoon streams, and I actually like that kind of better because I'll get some of the EU people, and I guess they're just like I don't know. For me, it's not that bad.
Bro, I've been streaming some mornings now. It's a different breed, bro. It's like only in the mornings do I have people come in. Like at night, this doesn't happen. Fucking Muslim terrorist, fucking ISIS member, fucking ISIS member. You gonna blow up my house? I'm like, bro.
God.
I'm playing solo arena. I'm playing solo arena. Like, what do you want?
What time in the morning?
Like 7 a.m., 8 a.m., 9 a.m.
Those might be the people who stay up. Like that's when they're about to go to bed. Is like those crazy
you
people.
Thinking they gotta get their fucking high in before they go to sleep, bro.
It's just a kid.
Let me find myself a Muslim.
dude, his mom is making waffles and he's on this fucking iPad and he's like talking shit to you, chat.
I need to put a fucking cross so people like know, bro. They come in, they're so racist to me. It's not like I care though. No, I don't care. It's just it's just the chat is like in the morning. It's just a different breed, bro.
I mean, to be honest, you did shoot yourself in the foot by naming yourself Arab. You know what I'm saying?
Did I though? Because it's a big reason for my growth, you know?
Just the general hate in the morning is a big reason for your growth.
No.
I agree because of racists.
I don't think it gives like an excuse to just like hate though. I feel like that's kind of I mean, mobile, I get shit on just for being on mobile. They'd be like, bro, you play mobile, like you're a loser. I'm like, Yeah, you're right. But
Oh no, but but let me preface this. Like, yeah, I might be in. Oh wait, I can't say that. You know, they might think I'm think I'm an ISIS terrorist, but I still have more rights than mobile. So like, don't.
Yeah. I mean, yeah. Hey, Ducky, did you ever try to play any of those Middle East Cups? 'Cause they had a lot of fucking money.
I know people play them though, but they get intentionally clowned on it for playing in those because like if they can only win like a Middle East or like Brazil Cup, like that's something. Oh, I actually did that once. I did win money, but I haven't done it again. Like if you can only win those, you're washed. Like that's crazy. I did it once though.
I feel like yeah, you could say that, but also who cares? Like, aren't you just like winning money? Like, don't
Right.
those
I don't care, but that's the community's perspective of like they will go out of their way to target people who play or have earnings from like especially mobile Winter Royale, bro. We got gifted like it was like 3 mil, I think, for Winter Royale mobile. Like I took home like $4,000, and I had a different partner every day. Like it was bad, but people took home like 20 grand, and like that's like all their earnings are. So like people in the mobile community,
Oh,
like
those guys gotta have the biggest egos, bro.
Oh my
20 grand.
god. And he
It's a
runs
mix
scrim
of-
servers.
it's a mix of that, but like if you think you get earning checked in like
In
the
PC,
regular Fortnite community,
yeah.
well, the mobile, it is like that's all anyone cares about, or anyone like they put their like, yeah, I got $622.84 in earnings in like in your bio, bro. Like,
Bro, like I hate that
like,
earning
to the-
check
to the
shit.
cents?
No, there's no sense. It's a joke. Bro. Wait, are you guys here? Okay, there you go.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
Wait,
yeah,
Can
yeah.
I say something?
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, no,
I was gonna say.
it's funny because before the podcast, Edwin's telling us like that his girl called him to say like your dad is mowing the lawn.
He's walking in the
I
back.
keep seeing your dad in the jean jacket mowing the lawn, bro.
Oh, really? Is he? I didn't pay
Cracking
attention. Edwin, you're muted. You're muted.
I was gonna say, should I open the window so when he walks? No, it's
No,
too
you-
right.
No, that's too right. Bro, earnings check, I hate that shit because like it's also back then it's such a different prize pool. Like it doesn't show placements. Back then it's such a
Yeah.
different prize pool. Like in duo FNCS, I placed second, right? But if it was at the time of when trios was, prize pools were literally 10 times more. So for first place every week for trios, everybody would get 20 grand in your trio.
I
For
have
first-
18K and I don't even play.
For first place in duos, like for this past duo FNCS, you got 2.2k each. You know what I mean? Like you're comparing FNCSs,
Yeah.
the game's gotten harder, the prize pool's gotten
Yeah.
less. Like people fucking earnings check you because they have 18k from summer skirmish. Like this fucking idiot. He has more earnings than me. Dusty has more earnings than me.
That's wild. That's so funny, actually.
Wait, how much do you have, Arab?
15k.
Ooh, I got 9K, bro. I'm coming
The
up
thing with-
on you, bro.
The thing with me is I
Damn.
don't want to say how much earning I have because like if I say it, they're like, oh yeah, like fucking giving money from fall skirmish, you fucking loser. Like so like my command in my chat, I still earning is 3 mil World Cup winner. Like
Yeah.
it's like,
I should
dude,
do
I don't
that.
want to say it.
Hey, I have a fucking goose egg. $0.00. I've never even tried competitive. I played Winter Royale with Manji, like one of my friends, just for the fuck of it. But I don't know. I just never actually tried competing. So
Yeah.
damn,
You made more
a
earnings than
mobile
people.
fucking player has more earnings than me. That's crazy.
Damn.
Wow.
It's such a like ego thing for people, bro. Like I hate that earnings shit.
Yeah, you
Unless
mentioned
people bring
ego,
it up
like,
first. When people bring it up first to me, then it's like, okay, I guess.
You mentioned like ego in the mobile community for that. Like maybe it's just my perspective, or like I'm just around these because I follow a good like amount of the mobile community. I don't interact with them too much though. But like, yeah, it's crazy. I feel like some of the people in the mobile community, like they get so and like they don't realize that they're literally like the smallest portion of the entire Fortnite community with like the worst skill, but their ego is like they've won the World Cup and they're like,
So, you live on your own, right?
I recently moved in an apartment with my brother, but
Wait, I thought your
used to have
brother's
my
younger
own.
than you.
he's 22, I think.
Oh shit.
21, 22.
Oh.
Yeah, he's like a chef.
And he streams
That's
now.
fucking dope. You should do cooking stream with them. What?
Oh, yeah. I mean, he's like he was in school, but obviously like everything going on with Corona's like kind of throwing that off track. But yeah, he whenever he's not working, basically at the night, he'll just like stream for like a few hours or whatever. But Definitely
For
not
sure,
like
bro.
anything
Cooking
serious.
stream with him. Cooking stream.
That'd be
Expand
sick.
yourself.
Bro, it's so sick that like you just have a chef that like makes food at your house, like just randomly. Like, that's sick.
Nah, he doesn't.
You should just say I live on my
He
own
doesn't.
and I have a chef.
I'm getting finessed.
I live on my own and I have a chef.
Yeah. Like,
Bro, you
Nah,
should say
he-
that in front of him too. Like when you guys are meeting someone, like someone asks you if you
Who's
live
my
alone,
chef?
and just fucking yeah, it's my chef.
what do you do? I play on my phone. That's insane.
Bro,
Yeah, go ahead.
bro,
Evan.
I was gonna say you've had a lot of success in Fortnite and the mobile community in general, and dude, I see you on fucking like legitimate phone ads.
So that's
I
what
get
I was gonna, yeah. I was
I get
gonna-
like I get like a phone ad. I'm like, is that fucking Ducky? I'm like, what the? I'm like, fuck this kid. Right? So now that you've gotten to this level of success in your career, what do you foresee yourself going after in like the next like 5 years?
Wait. Before you answer that, how did you get to that point? How'd you get a Samsung sponsorship?
Yeah. Okay. Good question.
That's fair. I mean, like I mentioned earlier, the mobile community, it's so small, or it's not only that small, but the amount of like people take it seriously is relatively small. So there were the four like main guys of mobile. Roland GT, they're all like YouTubers. They don't really stream too much, so I don't expect you guys to know them. But Roland GT, a guy named Santa, Grant the Go, who's like the most subbed mobile person on YouTube, and then me. So this is like a year ago, maybe a bit longer, maybe like a year and a half ago now. Obviously, like Samsung does all the Galaxy skin stuff for mobile and the Glow skin. They have like the new mobile tournament coming out that got leaked. So they're pretty involved in mobile, and obviously playing on mobile, like it's a pretty, like if you get Ninja to sponsor a phone, like that doesn't really mean anything. Doesn't really make too much sense. And so I guess getting mobile gamers to sponsor a mobile device makes a lot more sense than like a PC guy or whoever other influencer they're going to get to sponsor. So that's really it. It wasn't, I think they reached out to me. Like this was like my first ever like huge deal. It still is like one of my largest to date. Cause I mean, I still am on mobile and it's still like a relatively like smaller side of the industry. But yeah, they reached out to me and the other guys and then just worked through all that. And
Was that
yeah, I
cool?
don't know,
Like how cool of a day was that? You got a Samsung. What? What?
Okay, I thought you meant like a Samsung phone. Like,
No. Like a
I got
sponsorship. Because bro, I only know one other person that's sponsored by Samsung, and it's Casey Neistat. So you're on that level now.
it's fucking.
Oh, well, I actually switched, like, and that's a whole nother story. But
Wait, you're not on Samsung anymore?
Nah, I'm with. Did you guys see, like, Ali A Cypher make all the other like phone videos like a few weeks ago?
Razer.
So, this is OnePlus. Okay, this is like I'm not trying to sponsor. I'm trying to like give context, but
You're good, bro.
this-
This is a
Yeah,
podcast.
Yeah, you're good. I mean, bro, tell me the specs.
Ye-
How much was it?
We'll just send you an
It's
invoice
$8.99.
after.
Tell us specs, though. I want to
We'll send you an invoice after.
it's it actually runs 90 FPS on mobile.
Tell me
So,
more. Right.
120 hertz screen. I don't know. That's about all I know.
Is it good for measuring?
Yeah. It's about 6.8 inches, I think. So pretty good.
That sounds about right. That sounds about in the ballpark, I would say.
Yeah, it's pretty adequate. So, yeah, the Samsung deal was like
He goes adequate.
They quit.
Samsung
That's a job
deal
done.
it was 6 months. But for that, they had a new tablet coming out, and I still play on my iPad. You know, got my cooler right here, and I'm saying some next level.
Is that what that is?
Yeah.
Wait, what is that?
Oh, so it doesn't
It's,
overheat.
It actually doesn't really work. It's mainly for phones, but it's supposed to go on like the CPU right here. But because I play on a stand, so this is my setup. This is my mobile gaming setup. I have a stand and it just sits there, so that way it doesn't move around or anything. But mobile kids have been getting laptop coolers and then putting their tablets on a laptop cooler.
I have the
they're
same
going
stand,
crazy.
but for my phone.
Bro, that's crazy how fucking dude, it's just crazy how you can like fucking 90 and like with your hands and shit. Like,
Yeah.
So you do have a mobile sponsorship still.
Yeah. So I was at Samsung for 6 months, and I heard about the new OnePlus coming out with 90 FPS. And I don't really like. It's not really like a brand thing for me. It's mainly like I want to use the best and like be with the best. And
FPS,
so yeah, this gets 120 FPS. My tablet on mobile, and so I use that for like streaming and content and just like everyday use. But Samsung was still at 60 FPS. They hadn't really been optimizing their devices, and they'd really just been doing like a lot of skin stuff, a lot of tournaments, like, you know, cool community stuff, but they're not really like, it was like a $1,400 phone that is still running 60 FPS. And I was like, oh, that's kind of crazy. And so
just buy 2 of them.
Connected together. Get ultimate stretch res. Yeah, so I mean, it's just, I switched to it. It's been like a month. I've been with them. I mean, I really like it. I've made a few videos on it. And then yeah, Cypher PK, I think Ali and Lachlan, they all made videos on the phone as well, and seemed to like it. But yeah, the Samsung thing was like crazy. I was in a commercial. I'm never probably gonna do that again. I went to the Star Wars movie, like world premiere. So I saw all those dudes. Like, I don't know, it's crazy.
So what phone company are you with now?
OnePlus. It's like
I didn't know that was its own company.
I don't know either. I thought it was like a
Google.
I just thought it was like what you would call like a Galaxy.
Yeah,
like
yeah.
Like a Galaxy was the model name. OnePlus was the model name.
Oh, yeah. Well, this is like the OnePlus 8, so they don't really like. I guess their naming scheme is kind of lame. I don't know, compared to.
So OnePlus is his own company.
Yeah, and I think they only like focus on phones though. So like compared to Samsung, where Samsung has fridges, bro. Samsung has like washers,
but I'm
appliances.
saying, does the phone say like the Samsung OnePlus or like is it like a brand OnePlus?
No,
or is
OnePlus is the brand.
I did not fucking know that.
It's like the iPhone, or it's like the Apple iPhone 11.
Ducky's trying to sell it so hard right now, but like he's like, bro, they only focus on phones. Yeah, that's because they can only afford to focus on phones.
Facts.
You have Samsung, that's a fucking $1 trillion company. That's why they have all these brands. She's like, bro, trust me, it's the best phone, because Samsung, they're worried about their fucking fridges, not about your phone, bro.
Hey, now if I can crank 90s on a Samsung smart fridge, I'll go back. But until that day.
Imagine, bro, you're just filling up water with one hand, fucking cranking 90s.
It's funny when you say like Ninja sponsoring Samsung earlier, because I remember watching the Ellen show with like Ninja the first year, right? And like they're like, Ninja, the best Fortnite player, and they give him a controller and he's playing on Xbox and he just fucking sucks because
yeah.
He's like, yeah, they're like, they give him the controller, but apparently he didn't even know he was gonna play.
Yeah,
but they didn't give him a controller, expect him to be the best.
Ducky, do your parents get this shit?
Oh yeah, like they've. I think.
Oh, so they're fucking losers as well. I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
Nah. Hey, bro, I've been giving them all the phones I get, bro. So they're cool with it.
Oh,
but,
okay, right.
Yeah, I think like without my parents' support,
Good for you.
like, yeah, I wouldn't. Because I mean, I've been doing this, like I said, for. I've had my YouTube channel for 8 years, and like, bro, I was making those shitty trick shot videos, like horrible, bro. When I was a kid, like if I saw my kid making that, bro, I would slap him.
All
bro.
videos start out shitty. All videos start out shitty.
Yeah.
Like, bro, that's what I say to people is you gotta fucking start.
Yeah.
Yes.
You can't wait until everything's perfect. You'll never start. Right? Upload shitty. Like I go back to my first videos. Oh my god, they're so bad. They're so bad. It's like fucking 1v4 clutch at Pleasant Park. And it's 5-minute build battle of me 1v4ing a squad with like 3K mats in a pub, and then it's just this shit quality. And
bro, I would say an important thing about all that shit too is to never delete those videos, because you never want to forget where you came from. I have my very first video on YouTube ever. It's privatized, but I'm never gonna delete it.
I wish, bro. I wish I didn't. My first videos were pranks that I would do at school.
Damn, and you deleted those? That sucks.
Dude, when I switched over to like, I think commentaries back in the day, I used to do commentaries as well. I deleted them all, and then I regret it, bro. Dude, I have some god pranks. Like, there's one where I would hold the door open for people that were like mildly far away, but close enough where they'd know I'm holding the door open for them, and they'd have to like do like the jog thing that you know to catch. Yeah. And then as soon as they got there, I'd be like, you're so like it took so long, and I just slam the door and walk off, and they'd be like, what? Like they had just got in there, and I fucking slammed the door and walked off, and it was like, oh, this like fun simple shit. I wish I still had it, bro. It's so good.
Dude.
Go back to Edwin's question. Okay, now that we answered your Samsung sponsorship,
Mhm.
where do you see yourself like in 5 years? What's your plan?
Bro, I can't even foresee a year out from here. Like,
Really?
I get that question asked like fail. I mean, I still want to be making content, but I think like the 5-year question, if I was in college, like that'd be a lot easier to.
You're not going to college.
I was in college for a semester and I dropped out. So, I mean, we can
Why?
talk about that later.
Okay, yeah, go ahead.
Wait, what do you want me to talk on? The college or the.
Well, I
No,
guess
well,
I don't know.
Whatever,
Up to
whatever
you.
you want, whatever you want. The question was, where do you see yourself in 5 years as far as like your branding? Like, are you going to keep making content, or do you see yourself like, are you like, oh, I'm going to go do real estate, like probably in a year type
You're the
shit? You know what I'm
host.
saying?
We're the
No.
guests.
Whoa. I mean, the thing, like, I just think this industry is so brittle. Like, you can blow up one week and be gone the next.
Mm.
So, like, in the 5-year question, like, I guess like 2 years, I definitely still need to be making content. But 5 years from now, like, bro, I'm gonna be 24. I don't know if my hands can do that in 5 years, especially for mobile. Like, I don't have like, tendonitis or carpal tunnel or whatever yet.
I do.
But you do?
Starting, bro.
Oh no, I have like
Yeah.
low key tendonitis. Like some days it'll be painful
My
in the
wrists are
mornings.
so sore all the time and fucking
no.
painful and
Like luckily I don't have that yet, but I think there's gonna be a point where I just like can't do it anymore. I've cranked my last 90 or I don't know. So
But do you think you kind of want to switch a little bit, like use your community, like because Arab talks about this all the time. Like maybe if you want to keep doing it, maybe you have to like try to switch up a little bit. Like like the last hour you stream, you do just chatting or you do something else to like your community gets used to that.
like the cooking stream, like you're saying, like sort of just branch out.
expanding, right? Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I've been trying at least something that I'm happy about is I'm on like pretty much every platform, like Twitch, YouTube, Twitter, TikTok is whatever
Mhm.
cringy as it is. But at least I have like a pretty significant following on each of them. So that way I'm not like, if my YouTube dies, then like, if I was just on YouTube, then you're kind of done for. So
you do it all yourself, right?
I have a YouTube editor and I'm starting to work with people on thumbnails, but yeah, I make my own TikToks. I like do pretty much everything, which kind of sucks, but I also don't like handing off a lot of my stuff because it was really hard for me to get an editor because it's such a personalized thing. Like making videos for 7 years with your style, your cuts, your effects, and then handing that off to someone.
Yeah.
It's like having them replicate it. Like I had to go through like 4 or 5 editors. So I got one that I was really comfortable with and who could accurately not mess up my stuff.
Bro,
so,
it'll kill your channel, bro. It'll kill you, dude. Like I was making Fortnite videos, so like my YouTube channel went from like IRL shit, like pranks with my friends, to like edits of like our trips we went to, and I got up to like 35,000. Or no, before I switched to Fortnite, I was probably like 25K, and I went to Fortnite. And I started uploading Fortnite content when Fortnite was hot, and it started doing really well. Like my content was doing fucking pretty decently. And then I got an editor, and dude, I shit you not, it's almost like the day he took over, the first 5 videos he put out were so bad that my entire channel just started taking a shit. And it was right around the time when Fortnite was kind of falling out of popularity. Like I will add that in there, but it
didn't help.
shouldn't have done how badly it did. And the way I can prove that is that now that I'm uploading and editing my own videos and putting them up, they're doing way better. They're doing like they're going back to where they used to be. But like he fucking killed my channel.
You're
for a little
welcome,
while.
by the way. I've been buying you
what?
views.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. Means a lot. But yeah, no, I mean, good on you for doing your own shit, man. You know what I'm saying? It's important.
I mean, it's called YouTube for a reason. Like the more
Yeah.
you hand off to other people, I think it's pretty obvious when somebody has like an editor. Like I think my viewers know I have an editor, but like when I stream like 100 plus hours a month or whatever, and this like
Do you
everyone
think
else in the
that's a
community
lot?
for a streamer, I don't think 100. I think his last month is 140, which I don't think is like a ton. I could do more, but I think for like daily YouTube uploads, which I usually record off stream.
You do daily. Okay, that's true. That's fair.
Yeah. So I think like I could always like there's always room for improvement, like working harder, but I don't know, especially just playing Fortnite, like
What's your goal? Like, do you
Yeah.
want to just be comfortable, or do you want to? dominate.
Oh no, I definitely want to like keep pushing, expanding.
But that's probably how it is. For if you want to be comfortable, that's a good amount.
Yeah.
If you want to dominate, you definitely got to work more.
Well, that's the only thing with Twitch. It's like I've always been like streamed enough to stay relevant and like pull good views, but never more than enough to like really take it to the next level, which I get it's completely on me, but then I feel like I'd always have to sacrifice something
for sure,
like my YouTube content or like something would have to decrease so that Twitch can increase. Yeah.
Well, you have an editor, don't you?
Yeah.
But why would you have to sacrifice your YouTube content?
It's not.
He said he just got him like not too long ago too. Like,
I've had him 3-4 months now, maybe. So
like
it's
you could stream
bit.
10 hours a day, get off, and for 2-3 hours make the YouTube video, right? Or how long does it take you?
I mean, yeah, like I could do that, but I feel like at that point, like I think I normally start my work day like
you hate mobile.
Day.
That's why.
No.
No, but do you really want to play 10 hours of you play
That's
it.
That's it.
He doesn't scrim there.
It's hard to expand, right? It's hard to. You only have Fortnite mobile, exactly.
Like I'm so limited to what I could do because the community is dog shit for scrims.
Yeah.
There's probably been 50 prac courts made. They all fall apart because everyone's got an ego and no one wants to play and everyone breaks the rules. I do my own scrims, and that was actually doing pretty well before the new season came out. But with just everything, like I might pick them up again. But
but like, you know whose are the best.
Well,
Arab
what do you mean?
Yeah.
No, the one time I played them, bro, it was like these are stats.
Yeah.
So these are good.
How much FPS were you getting? End game.
Like 60. It was bad. It was not
60?
vibing. Well, I was getting like Storm Surge and stuff like that. Like I don't get those at mobile scrims.
Yeah.
Bro, you know what I think about sometimes? How like there's like people like, oh, I streamed like streamers like, and I'm one of them too. Like I used to think like 80 hours a month was like a lot, 100 hours a month was like a lot, but if you break it down as far as like you're making like enough money to live off of as like an employee, like you know, if you're actually working somewhere, the money that you're making off of Twitch you could actually like live off of literally, but you're only working like less than half the hours like people that you usually work a 9 to 5 work. Like it's 40 hours a week, you know what I'm saying? That's how I think about it. And then that should equate to 160 hours a month if you're considering yourself a full-time streamer, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I had 400 last month for the first time ever.
Unless you're hitting 160 a month, you know, in my eyes, you're not a full-time streamer.
Didn't you do that like multi-day stream or like?
I tried to do the world record and I got DDoS, but normally I hit like 280. That's my average.
My average right now is like 100. I hit like a little, maybe a little under, a little over 100 every month.
I know. I was talking to Edwin. That was like 2-3 months ago because I was getting like a little burnt out because.
Oh yeah.
There's like if I want to play arena, like that's a grind, but I always know I'm at a disadvantage against PC or console players, and then pubs are just pubs, and so
They're
there's
just
really,
pubs. There's no other
no explanation required. But like it's hard for me to really put in that crazy amount of time because I'm a mobile, and so I know everyone is saying he streams what you do like. Or you said do like 2 days on,
2 days on, 1 day off. Yeah.
And so what do you do, Arab, to do like 280 hours a month? Do you even take days off?
Doesn't stop. No,
I normally don't take days off. No, I took 1 day off yesterday just because.
It feels weird though, right?
Taking a day off?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It always feels weird to me.
Yeah, I've been getting back into like working out too and stuff. I've been working out on stream actually. Basically I have them claim channel points.
Yeah, I've seen the push-ups.
And it makes me a full workout, yeah. So like I have my 25-pound dumbbells. I do 200 reps of those, of whatever, up to 200 reps. And then 100 push-ups and like 125 crunches. And it's like a full an hour-long workout. They love it. Get to see me. They see me get tortured and I have to fucking push myself more than I normally do because it's like I can't fail in front of 500 people. Like 100 push-ups every single day is so fucking...
That's actually a lot.
It's so hard.
And you're doing that like with the dumbbell curls, or is it like?
No, I do the push-ups first because they're the hardest.
Okay.
I get rid of that, and it's not always dumbbell curls. I just have 100 up to 200 dumbbell reps, so I could choose. I could choose whatever. Like if I want to do pure fucking
squats,
biceps one day. Yeah, I was trying to do lunges the other day, but my carpet's too like thin. It slips. I slipped and fucking almost smashed myself. But I bought a bench too, like a bench, so I could do more shit. Yeah, it's been good, bro. Like I've been using the streaming to work out too. But anyways, no, I took a day off yesterday I'm single again, so like, you know, in quarantine's loosening up a little bit. So I've been going out and hanging out with a lady friend a little bit more just to enjoy things, you know what I mean? So definitely, it definitely takes my grind off a little bit, but I also just haven't enjoyed playing the game as much. It's so shit right now. But the way I do it is normally it's like whatever, just 12-hour streams most days, and then an 8-hour some days, and then some days you do a 16 because you're feeling it. Like the other day I streamed for 18 hours without feeling it. 17 and a half or some shit. And I was like, wow.
You force yourself? Or
no,
like
I didn't even feel it. I just had a blast. Like I got on early. Okay. I got on early, I got off late. And it was like,
what'd you do though? Just like whatever?
Yeah, literally fucking Fortnite, just chatting, food videos, workout.
That's probably my problem is like I always want to be in a game. I always want to be playing.
Yeah,
like,
exactly.
I don't like having downtime because I mean, all this be put into perspective of like, yeah, I have mainly like mobile community viewers or like negative attention spans. Like if you're not shouting them out in chat, they leave. And so,
oh, you have to shout them out. You do that shit?
Bro, I would love for
no
you to
way,
just go
bro. No way.
Oh,
yo, shout me out, man. That's so weird, bro. It's so weird.
Look at a VOD chat.
It's fucked that you say that because now I'm just gonna come into your chat and ask for shout outs.
I'll shout you out, bro. I don't mind like the homies, but when it's like a random kid, Jonathan 1242.
Bro, that's what they are. No badge, no Twitch Prime badge next to their name. No, like they're just
LOL in the chat.
Yeah.
But that's the problem is that literally is like 90% of my viewers or like 80%. It's like, and that's not a bad thing, but when it comes to like I can't like use my chat to escape as much or like, oh bro, I'm getting like pounded in Fortnite. Let me go look at my chat and like laugh along. It's can you add me? Can you shout me out?
They're like, we love Fortnite, we love Fortnite, we love Fortnite.
Yeah, it's my chat. And like, I don't want to act like I'm complaining, but that's like I feel like it's harder to lose myself in the streams because if I'm not doing well in the game or like there's not something to really grind, like I can't use my stream necessarily as like an escape.
Just chill.
Stuff. Yeah, because like
you ungrateful fuck.
I'll go chill and like. I'll like let's say I pull like the same amount of viewers like watching a video. I got like 3 dudes chatting in my chat. They're all like my subs and my mods. I'm like, I go back to Fortnite and the chat starts going live again. Where's my friend request? Where's my shout out? Like,
dude,
where's my hug?
In 10 years, they're gonna be 22. They're gonna have a podcast, and they'll be like, "How did you make it?" They're like, "Man, it was hard. It was a grind. Like 15 streams open at a time, asking for shout outs. One day, Tifu shout me out, bro, and I fucking made it, bro."
Like, bro, you know what I mean? Bro, you know my favorite thing when people come to my chat, like as far as like toxic chatters, like I'll be like minding my own business, watching a video, playing a game or whatever, and some kid will come in, he'll be like, "Yeah, well, Tifu made you." And I'm just like, yeah, bro, I know. I'm like, you're right. I was like, don't you wish one of your childhood best friends fucking blew up and became relevant and helped you out? I'm like, wouldn't you rather be me? Because I'd rather be me than you. Like,
there's literally people that just spend their time to hate.
Bro, and the thing is, bro, the funniest one that's ever happened to me was this kid came in. He goes, "Man," he's like, "Tifu's hosted you like 3 times." He's like, "And you still only get like 100 viewers." He's like, "Bro," he's like, "If Tifu hosted me 1 time, I'd blow the fuck up." And I'm like, "Dog," I'm like, "Listen," I'm like, 1, that's never gonna happen, and 2. No, you wouldn't. I'm like, because you think that
they don't realize. I thought it was much bigger than it was. It's like, you know, whatever. You get 3,000 followers. If you can milk it all to the max.
Yeah.
When Tifu hosted me over the summer, I was able to milk out like 3,000 followers or some shit. I think maybe 1,800.
But out of those 3K, bro, like probably
2 came back. 2 came back.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, dude. It's not.
And I put on a fucking show, bro, for 45 minutes. You were there. I mean, you're the one who got him to host me. I put on a show for 50 minutes. I fucking danced. I fucking did shit for like 50 minutes, and
it doesn't matter.
Not like, dude. The other day, like I was streaming, and obviously I've been gone for a little bit because I was sick. So when you're gone for a little bit, your chat gets hit a tiny bit. but I was streaming on like a Wednesday night, and it was the Wednesday night that Clicks got announced to go to NRG, and something else was happening. Like I think it was like some trio tournament was happening, and I started my stream around 8, and Turner is live and Clicks is live, and those are the two biggest people that I share an audience with, like, because Clicks has hosted me a bunch of times, Turner's hosted me a bunch of times, obviously. And I noticed that night specifically, when they're both online and they both had like combined over 100,000 viewers, my chat was a little lighter than usual. And I was like, that's crazy. It's crazy you can actually see where the traffic goes.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And then Turner got offline, and all of a sudden, like, I got a little bit more viewers. Like my average went like up to where it usually is, and I'm like, that's so interesting, man. Numbers are so.
All right, I'll stop streaming just for you.
My thing is, though, it's crazy that you can get a huge host, bro, and people really think that that'll change your life, and it helps, dude. Don't get me wrong, hosts help. They definitely do, man. A lot of
For
people.
sure, hosts plant the seed.
Yeah,
and
they see you, bro.
It takes over and over.
They'll be like, oh, like I saw you, like he posted you, and then like they'll go on Twitter and they'll scroll through, and like somebody that also follows you like retweets your shit, and then they see you, and like it's like, but I think the psychology is like by the third or fourth interaction of them seeing you, they're like, all right, I'm willing to see who this is. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
dude, they're like, dude, the third month I started streaming, I've been streaming for 3 months. I got hosted by Courage for 4K viewers, bro. I thought I made it. Like, I didn't know how it worked, right? Like, I didn't really have any streaming friends, so like I was new to all of this. I thought I made it. I get on the next day. I call my mom, like, Mom, finally made it. I'm getting on. Minimum 100 viewers. Getting on. I get 5 viewers. I got depressed, dude. So
that's
bad.
how it is, bro. That's how it is for a lot of people.
I didn't know, bro.
Ducky, you're gonna say something?
What I was saying, like, I have this running meme where, like, if I'm chilling at like super average, like it's like 300-400 viewers, late at night, like 10, 11 o'clock, like usually people start hopping off, like the big streamers like Tfue, or like they start hopping off. Like if I get like a bunch of people in the chat and like 100 viewer increase, I'm like, oh, Tfue went offline. That's dope. What up, boys? Like I have the joke of like, if someone like whoever's top Fortnite, like top 2 gets off and I get like an influx, I'm like, oh, what up, boys? Like
what's like when because think about it, those like 40K
crazy.
Viewers gotta go somewhere.
Yeah, well, like,
and they're not all gonna go to the host. They're gonna, with 3K of them might stay for the host. The other 37 are trying to find one of their other favorite streamers to watch, or a new streamer, whoever's in their recommended.
Or for me recently, it's been like there's been so much comp. Or it seems like there's the Benji Cup every day, and like it's either bro. I don't know. It was like the first 2 days of the season. I hopped on the Fortnite section. Literally, the top 15 streamers, 14 were doing arena trio scrims, and I'm like, do I have to do arena trio scrims?
So people want to watch right now, bro.
That's what I'm saying. Like, so it's just this weird, like, it's like sometimes I can play pubs and like get like a K view, like peak at 1,000 when I like win a game or something, and others I'd show like 300 because either everyone's streaming or it's some tournament going on, or like whenever cash cups happen, I usually pop off with those. Like I might play bad, but competitive mobile be like, oh,
right,
what? And
bro, dude, I remember when I played Fortnite every single day, I would hate the fact that there's a comp thing every fucking day.
Yeah,
I'm like, bro, if I don't play comp,
all of you can suck a fucking dick.
I was like, bro, if I don't play comp and I just want to stream Fortnite and like chill, I'm fucked. I'm like, and that's one of the things I learned about Fortnite too, which is like, you know, I think the current like landscape is, if you're not a competitive grinder placer, like no one's gonna watch you. Like people watch Fortnite on Twitch for the same reason that people watch fucking Tiger Woods play golf, which is to see some crazy shit that they can't do themselves. You know what I'm saying? And so that's why, dude, I would dread the days where it was like, oh, it's Friday, Saturday, Sunday, oh, fucking tournament every single day. Well, shit. Well, but anyways, it's dope that because you're on mobile, like people fuck with like watching your cash cups and shit. You're like you're like one of the Tfus of mobile, which is dope.
Well, like I think I'm on Twitch at least. Like, there's no one even trying to like consistent in the mobile community. That comes back to like, I don't know if it's like a lack of professionalism, but it's just like sucks because I'd love to hop in like a trio arena with mobile players and go like poop on some kids, but like I don't know who to play with because either they're all 15, 14-year-olds, unprofessional, annoying, and I can't play with them, or there's just no one online. So I just like resort back to like solos a lot. But yeah, I mean, yeah, I guess it's like it's still crazy that like people are like, bro, you crank knives on a mobile device. I'm like maybe just because I do it every day or I'm so aware of
Yeah,
it. But like we're
you do it every
13
day.
seasons in, and there's people still finding out about that mobile's not dog shit. People just are like the
Or
assumption.
people lying, saying it's
What
not
do you
dog
mean?
shit. Like people
What do you
just
mean by
trying to
that?
make you feel better.
I mean, like,
No, I remember
I
I
don't know,
fought you, bro. I fought you. You almost shit on me, remember? At Risky
no, I
Reels.
remember that.
You almost fucking shit
yeah,
on my
yeah,
life,
yeah,
bro.
yeah. Yeah,
I knew it was
oh.
you because I saw you in the feed and my chat was like, that's Ducky, go fuck with him. I was like, all right. I go in knowing it's Ducky being overconfident and I fucking edit out on him and he like 180 dinks me with an SMG and I had 20 HP.
Yeah. I remember I almost won that.
I think I killed you and then hosted you right after. I wanted to get offline.
Yeah. No, it was worth the death, I'll say.
Yeah.
Bro, there's
But-
there's some mobile kids in my community that sometimes are like, yo, box fight me. I'm like, all right, bro, whatever. And I'll go box fight them, and they're actually not bad, bro. Like if you get in a mobile player's box, like they'll probably flame you up, dude. Like the auto aim SMG is
SMG is
fucking
crazy.
insane on mobile, bro. It's crazy.
Yeah.
Crazy.
I mean, people also assume like I dog in the mobile community a lot or whatever, but I mean, at the end of the day, like I still love the community. It's like obviously the only reason I'm here because people support me.
Right.
But yeah, I wanna you just said what do you say, auto aim?
Yeah.
That one? Yeah.
Yeah.
That's also like the biggest like a mobile myth about auto aim or auto whatever it is. Cause it's called like I remember Lachlan, he made a video on the OnePlus. He's like, guys, I'm using the new auto aim feature on mobile, whatever. And I'm like, bro, it's auto fire and it's dog shit. No one uses it. Like, not a single competitive pro player on mobile uses it. Like, if you're brand new to the game, it's not bad. It's a pretty good like introductory like mechanic for the game.
Shoot for you.
Yeah, it's like there's a certain delay, so you have to have your crosshair on someone for like half a second, then they'll start shooting. So like it sounds broken, but once you use it, you realize that there's too much of a delay, there's too much error that normally like a good player wouldn't have.
Right.
But like the crazy misconception that like mobile players still have that. They might people that come to my chat like, bro, turn auto fire. I'm like, I'm not doing that. Like, I'm not gonna throw my arena game just for like some SMG kills.
You do have aim assist though, right?
Oh yeah. It's
Oh,
good.
wild, bro. It's wild.
It's crazy. SMG, I think it's been getting like slowly buffed over the past like.
Bro, you fucking jumped
seasons.
off the builds while we're fighting and beat me for another 100. Like as you're falling, you fucking. I was like,
It's
yeah,
crazy.
mobile is fucking insane. Going back, so you did a semester at college last semester.
2018.
So before it had
2018.
blown up, before all of it was blown up, like as it was.
Like the weirdest, most unfortunate timing for like my stuff to take off because I was saying like at the end of my senior year of high school, that's when stuff started popping off. So like I remember it was like March mobile came out, and so by then I'd already applied to college, I'd already gotten into college, I've already paid my tuition for college, and so like
Pay your tuition that early? I swear I paid my tuition like a week in.
Maybe not my tuition per se, but like I had gone into college and like the plan was already in place, and
Right.
I had no other like backup plan.
Right.
And I went from like 30K in like March to within the summer, like 150,000 subs. So like enough to where I was able to be sustainable and like make a career out of it. But I was like, I'm going to college. Like it's like a little too late. I don't want to spend 10 grand. That was the in-state tuition for a semester of my college just to go and to like waste it. Like that's my parents' money, and like I could have paid them back, but like just it seemed like a crazy amount of like money at the way. So I was like, I'm gonna go to college for a semester. I'm gonna try it out. I'll like keep doing YouTube, keep streaming, and then like just see what I want to do. And so luckily, I had a college or a high school like long-term friend of mine, like big, supported my YouTube channel, all that stuff. So I roomed with him instead of rooming some random ass person because I streamed like 100 hours a month in college, like daily uploaded still. It's like he would go to the library to study because he couldn't study in the dorm because I was playing and streaming. And so thankfully it worked out, and I was able to, by the time it was the option between going another year of engineering school, another semester, or dropping out, I was like, I'm not going to pay 10 grand a semester
Right.
to kill my YouTube channel, but I can do this. So luckily, that was like the best decision I've ever made for my career. But
Think you'll ever go back?
I kind of want to.
Don't.
I don't know why.
It's useless.
No,
It's useless.
I watched the Aussie Antics like clip of college, because I was going for engineering at NC State, and I didn't really like engineering, but like I mean I think like even if I went back for business, the thing is like I feel like I could teach most of it.
The fuck are you gonna learn for business,
I mean,
bro?
That's what I'm saying. Like I feel like I
Go
don't
work
know.
with somebody as an intern under their
bro,
business and learn.
Bro, the thing is, man, college is only valuable if what you're trying to do in life needs college, if that makes sense. Like
Yeah.
like if you're trying to be like a fucking doctor, if you're trying to be like something like that needs a formal
Sure.
education, like please go to college. But like if you're trying to be like an entrepreneur, like a businessman, this and that, like it's better to like surround yourself with other business people.
You're gonna waste
and that's
time,
why,
money, etc.
and that's why college is good for like connections. Like that's like one of the things about it where like you meet other people that are like-minded that are trying to work in the same industry as you, like as an entrepreneur. But like I said, man, I feel like if college wasn't as affordable as it was for me because of my grades and my ethnicity, for lack of a better word, I don't know that I would have done it other than like to make my parents happy, which was like my biggest reason to do it in the first place. But man, college is just like, if you don't know what you're doing after college, like if your goal with college is not to get a specific job and to make a specific amount of money, like the thing is, people always think about it like it's a half-baked plan where they're like, well, everyone's going to college, so I'm going to go and I'm going to spend the same amount of money because everyone's spending it. Everyone's $40,000 in debt. Everyone's $60,000 in debt. But dude, like, do you understand how much $60,000 is? Like, actually, if you don't have any money as a broke college student after 4 years
And interest, you're not.
Dude, like now you're. I mean, because dude, state colleges in Florida, you're at least $60,000 to $100,000 in debt after. So like, dude, I know chicks that went to like Florida State to go party. Like that was literally why they did it.
I mean, I know people like that too, and I'm like, I laugh at them. Like it would be like after all this is done, after all this is washed up or whatever. Like it's the thought of like learning. Like I don't not like learning, and I would go for a specific reason. But like, I mean, obviously, I don't have any plans of like ditching this now and paying.
Oh, I love
$10,000
learning, but not
year.
in school.
Yeah. I was
I
I
went-
went in going
You go ahead.
16 credit hours a semester, and then I was in Calc 1. I got a 50 on my midterm, and I dropped the class that day.
I got 101 in Calc 1.
I was.
And then
Wait,
I
so
almost
you're-
failed all the other ones.
Aren't you like still in college right now?
Yeah, I got
Or, like,
three classes left.
dang, but like you still, how do you manage to do all that? Because I couldn't find a balance. I went to every class and did all my homework,
I
but
almost
never
failed.
studied.
That's how.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
So
Same.
hey man, hey, C's get degrees, baby. That's all you need. C's get degrees.
so in my 4th semester in college, it was ad drop week. For everyone watching that's younger that doesn't know what ad drop week is, your first week of school, you're given a week where you can like replace classes, etc., before you're locked for the rest of the semester. Well, 2 weeks after ad drop week, so end of January, they come up and they tell us basically that they're going to change our major requirements. And that some of our classes might not count towards the new major. So they basically delete our major and they add computer engineering. And they say, here's your plan, etc. Well, this is 2 weeks after ad drop, and they had basically deleted all the classes that I was taking that semester, like for that major. They would only work for a different major. And so I lost 2.5 semesters worth of classes. And that's when I started streaming, because I was like, all right, like, fuck school. I hate school now. Like, they just screwed me. I was taking 18 credit hours, bro. I was going to graduate in 3.5 years. Yeah, I was going to graduate in 3.5 years, and they fucking ruined it. And then after that, I started taking 15 credit hours, focusing on streaming. It was easier. Classes got harder, obviously, as time went on. But, dude, they literally knew that they were going to change the classes and their requirements in December, but didn't tell us or warn us or anything. Because I asked them the question, like, as we're in an auditorium with 400 people and they're telling like all these 3 majors that they're changing our requirements. I asked them, I was like, when did you guys know about this? Like, did you guys know about this in December? And they said, yeah, we just hadn't 100% confirmed it. And I was like, you guys didn't tell us, you know? And so like I could have sued them maybe, but like it's not worth going up against a $1 billion company and fucking government, you know what I mean? So it's like whatever, I just started focusing on streaming, taking 15 credit hours, not really caring about school. I'm glad I did. But the way I keep up with it, I commute too, by the way, an hour there and an hour back. I don't really sleep that much during the school year. So
yeah, like if you're streaming 12 hours, like how much time
no,
is
I don't
free?
stream 12 during the school year. I stream like 8 during the school year, and on weekends I'll stream 16. So it's like you make
like
up
6
for
hours
it.
of sleep?
Yeah, I get
4.
6 hours of sleep most days, if not 5, 4 or 5.
Do you drink caffeine?
No. Like waking up and being able to stream is like a caffeine boost, essentially.
Motivation.
Some people
Yeah,
need
grind.
less. Some people need less sleep.
That and when I go to school, like when I'm going to school every day, chicken minis wake me up. Bro, you have no idea, man. Like,
Bro, that shit's put me to sleep. What do you mean?
that shit, no, but it's like, dude, I get up and I know I have an hour drive to school. I'm excited for my chicken minis. Like, this is gonna make me be able to drive at fucking 6 a.m. to school without dying. Like, that's, but it's yeah, bro, fuck college. The only reason I'm still in is because this thing worked out and it became a reality after I was so close to finishing, you know? Like, I had a year left. I might as well say I have this piece of paper.
And dude, having ethnic parents, man, like college is like a big thing for them too. As far as like they like literally like my parents don't give a shit what I do as long as my college is taken care of. Like they don't care. I could be homeless now and they're like, oh, you know, you finished college.
You got a degree.
We proud of you, son.
It's kind of ironic because my parents are both educators. My dad's a principal and he has been for like 20 years. And so like it was pretty surprising for them to be like, okay, then dropping out of college a semester in. And like I think it'd have been a lot different because of the fact that like I've been doing it for so long and I had slowly built up and like I had some like online business a year before that done pretty well. And so like they knew like the internet could be a career to make money. And I've been telling them stuff for, you know, my entire childhood that I want to do this, whatever. And so when it finally came true, I guess they're like, yeah, I mean, it still honestly like surprised me that I was able to drop out of college with like so much support and such little like backlash. I remember some of my family members, like my grandma, thought I was like throwing away my life. And I was like, that's okay. That's fine.
Yeah. That's
I think she's on board with it now. I think everyone's like, they see like the Samsung stuff, like they'll see mainstream stuff that they can like connect the dots to and they, you know, like brings it.
Yeah, my grandpa wanted us to get PhDs, like all of us. And he has like 9 kids, so like we have like 20 cousins, and every time be like, you know, who's getting a PhD? And all like the smart ones ended up like not getting PhDs. Like one of our smartest cousins ended up becoming an actor, and fuck, I think I'm his like last hope for a PhD, but I'm not getting a fucking PhD, bro. he thinks I am, bro. Imagine I have to fucking explain to him that I play video games. Dude, it's already so hard explaining to people that you play video games. Oh my
god,
bro. Like, it's so hard without telling them how much money you make. Like, you have to tell them so they're like, holy
right away.
Yeah,
you have to, bro, or else they're like.
Or what about Ubers for you guys, or like any like. At least for me, I traveled a lot last year, and so like I would take Ubers or like whatever. Why are you out here? I'm not gonna be like I should start lying. It's like travel.
Oh no, for Ubers it's easier.
Well, like what do you say though?
Oh, you play professional video games. You're here for a convention.
Bro, I've had people ask me, yeah, like the salary I make. Like I don't tell them that, but I'm like I do some full-time job and like I support myself. I don't go to college anymore.
Bro,
like,
I just tell people, man. Like I'm into digital media creation. Like I'm into, you know, stuff like that. And then if they want to get really specific, then I gauge whether I want to have this conversation or not. And then I can just like kind of fucking.
I love having the conversation. I want to teach people about it. Like
I do too. But sometimes, like obviously, if I'm in an Uber, like I just want to like kick it sometimes.
Yeah, but like. Oh yeah, you're saying Uber specifically. Okay,
yeah. Yeah. Oh no, if it's like with a person like that, I'm just that I'm actually chilling with. No, I'll explain it to them for sure. But the thing is, you know, it's so funny. Like I feel like the only people that can really understand and appreciate success in this industry are the people in it. And like it's interesting to where like I always like joke around with Arab about this, how like anyone that doesn't understand what we do or like what this is, they'll be like, you're a fucking loser. Like,
Yeah.
what do you mean? You stream to like little kids, like, and it's funny because you could be at any level of success, bro. You could be as successful as Turner, Doctor Disrespect, RP.
Ninja.
Who? Anyways, bro, you can be as successful as all these people, but if somebody doesn't understand it, like, you're a fucking loser. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just crazy.
And
they
then
don't have a scope of
bro. And the
earnings.
thing is, like, when you're at that point, you can literally make more than these people will make in their whole lifetimes in a
entire
year.
life
In a year.
Yeah.
And they will
But-
still
but
think
they'll still say you're a
they
piece of
won't
shit,
get it,
Because
like-
they don't know and they don't care about knowing. They don't want to
like
know.
Turner.
Yeah.
Turner's like the fucking Kevin Durant of, you know what I mean? Like, of streaming. Like, he's there, bro. Like, he's up there. Like, if you tell him Kevin Durant is what fucking Tfue is, they'd be like, for games? What does that mean? Whoa.
They're like
they're like this.
dude. And then if you tell them, they're like, if you tell them that he gets paid as much as Kevin Durant, they're like, you're a liar. Like, there's no way.
Yeah. Or like, I mean, one of the things I enjoy most about this is like talking to fellow content creators who like, because even like you said, if you don't, it's hard to like connect with someone nowadays. I find if they can't relate to me in some way, because like if I talk to someone new and like they're like a college student or whatever, and their parents are paying for their college, like they don't have a job, they don't have like a something that like, you know, if my videos start declining or if I get off my grind, then I don't have a job anymore. Like talking to people who live in the same like environment as me is like one of my most like, I don't know, say like, it's just like it's a good thing to do. Like it's a good connection, like grounds
Feel
you.
good, yeah.
Yeah, because it's hard to. I mean, there's not many people out there, especially like just randomly finding them online or like in real life. It's definitely a lot harder to like.
They don't understand. Like my situation right now, like I'm supposed to move, but like I can't get away to stream to the place I'm gonna move. My mom is like, yeah, take a month break and come back. I'm like, you can't do that.
Right.
Yeah, you take a month. You
You're
take a month
done, you're
break.
gone, bro.
You're starting over.
I took
You're
a
starting over.
6-day break for fucking TwitchCon, came back and lost 50% of my subs, 50% of my viewers. Like literally, it's
That's
just
why I'm afraid to go to Lebanon too.
Bro,
It's hard,
I was off for fucking 4 days because I was sick, and like I just every day I felt guilty about not being online, which I would say is maybe a little unhealthy. The
Okay,
thing
though,
is
bro.
that-
People who make it on top are the people who have those unhealthy habits, I'd say.
yeah.
Yeah, I guess you're right, but what I'm saying is I feel like that's also like not a good culture to perpetuate though as well. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Oh, go cry about it, you cancel culture fucking loser.
oh my god, dude.
Well, that's sort of like what I was saying about streaming. Like I could crank out 8-hour streams a day. I'd probably hate myself for it because I just don't like the game, or like I'd get bored of it. And so for some point, it would just be for the grind. But like some days, like I don't know, I'm just not feeling it, and I do feel guilty. Like Edwin's saying, like I can't, like I don't know, like I
mean,
grind.
Look, the guilt is validated though, because like we feel guilty the same way that like I used to feel guilty if I called off of work when I wasn't actually sick, type shit. You get what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
you feel guilty because you know that like this is your work, this is your craft, like you should be doing it. You
Well,
know?
also, you're probably laying in bed watching Netflix and knowing you could work, you know, like.
That's
Yeah,
it.
it's not like not validated. Like sometimes when I worry about, I'm like, man, like I should stream, like I took 2 days off, this and that. It's kind of dope that like I feel bad about that, because if I worked at like
Yeah.
a regular job, I wouldn't feel bad about that.
Right.
Like,
You know what I'm saying?
You know, it's your baby, bro. It's your baby. Like,
Yeah, it's just tough though, because sometimes like what Dusty's going through, you know, life just comes at you, but you gotta adapt, man. You gotta figure something out.
Yeah,
yeah,
so
that's what I'm saying. Like, you need to look at your mom in the eyes and just bitch slap her.
Yeah,
Just across
yeah.
the fucking face. And scream something in French.
Yeah,
like I called my dad. I called my dad earlier.
like
'cause I
omelette
already-
du fromage.
my dad is like my best friend. Like he's never been like a dad figure really in my life, because we're both the same person, and we're both,
Oh, your dad's a
both-
streamer?
Your dad's piece of shit.
No, but like we both clash a lot, and like and he's really dramatic. Like he's not really positive. So or I call him and I'm like, okay, I'm gonna pay to upgrade your internet because his internet's shit. I'm like, I'm going to come in tomorrow, and I'm like, thank you, you're saving my life. He's like, what do you mean I'm saving your life? He's like, you're just delaying your failure. I'm like, what do you mean? He's like, how long are you gonna do this for? Like, what do you mean? He's like, you're not gonna make it. Like, you're not gonna You're not
Yeah,
gonna
my
make money
dad
out of it.
might have never believed it, bro.
And I'm like, I don't give a fuck what you're saying. I'm gonna fucking prove to you, and I don't give a shit. You might not believe in me, but like at least I believe in myself. So I don't really give a shit about what you're saying. And I'm
Right.
like,
Yeah.
I don't really. And I said if I wanted you to give me a lecture, I probably would ask you. So next time, just don't say anything.
That's your
And I
best
said
friend?
thank you.
Oof.
Yeah, you started this conversation with like he's super dope.
The
Yeah.
reason why I have such a good relationship with my dad is because I don't really see him often. So when I see him, it's all fun. That's why I'm really afraid of. I'm gonna spend 1 month with him. It's gonna be rough.
Yeah.
Why are you spending a month with him again?
Because you got no internet.
Dude, I have internet, but it's only Wi-Fi.
Did you guys
in the
sell this
basement.
house?
This house, yeah. No, we're renting it. Like people are gonna rent it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but it's complicated. My mom's really stubborn. I'm like, Mom, like, we can't find a way. I'm like, I have a really long ass fucking wire. I could literally like plug it in the top floor and then to the basement. She's like, no. I'm like, it's hard, man, but yeah, well, I'll get through it. I mean, challenges, man, like it challenges you and then you get back on top of it. And I don't know, I feel like it's an obstacle, but I feel like I'll grow from that, to be honest. I'm actually excited because it's like everything is like trying to be against me right now, but I still want to grind and I'm still positive. So like, I feel like that's a good thing for the future.
Mm-hmm.
Also, like, you got to go through different we've all been through different communities too. Like, this is your first, Dusty. You know what I mean? It's not everybody makes it in their first. I never made it in my first. I went through like fucking 3 different styles of content.
Yeah.
I started out making Middle Eastern skits. I was inspired by FouseyTube.
Yeah.
FouseyTube was the reason I started YouTube, bro. And then he became like really weird.
Yeah.
And so it was FouseyTube was the reason I
Fortnite.
started, because I used to watch FouseyTube from like when he first started YouTube. He went viral on Facebook in like the Middle Eastern community from his first skit. And then I've been watching him for like literally 10 years. And then I went to fucking pranks. And then I went to commentaries making fun of pranks. I was in that whole community with like Leafy, Pyrocynical, H3, like iDub, stuff like that. And I saw so many people become like successful in front of my eyes, like Leon Lush, Ricky Berwick, a bunch of other people. And then I finally got my break in fucking Fortnite 5 years later, bro. 5 years. Like, dude, I have so many tweets.
It's long.
And if I've, you know how many times I've cleared all my tweets? At least like 2 or 3 times. Like,
You just deleted all of them?
yeah. Like every time you switch a community, delete your tweets, you know, like, because it's like different things are acceptable.
Yeah.
Like, it's like back then, different things are acceptable in the commentary community with Leafy, right? Like, think about that.
That Twitter must have been crazy, bro.
Yeah, that Twitter was crazy, bro. I had to go through and pick out some terms.
The thing about content creation and YouTube and all this shit is that it's some real peaks and valleys. It's some real successes and failures, and you have to get used to failing, bro. You have to get used to fucking
Yeah.
like you have to, bro. That's just bottom line.
And trying new shit.
Yeah,
I
trying
feel
new
like at
shit
least-
fail, trying new shit fail. Like that's how
At
it goes.
least I feel like on the internet you can like learn from it a good bit, or at least from
Yeah.
like an example is YouTube videos. Like they're super analytical now. Like more than ever, YouTube is about like the analytics rather than like making a good video and it getting shared or whatever. Like if you upload a video and it has a bad click-through rate, like it shares it to 100 people, you know, only a certain amount of people click on it. You know, that's something you can learn from. You can make a better thumbnail. You can make a better title. You know, the watch time's bad. You can make a better, you know, editing or whatever. So I feel like at least now more than ever, if you could fail, like learning is something that, you know, as hard as it is to have a horrible video or a horrible post or whatever, it's learning and it's the internet, and you can't produce a daily video every day and it do amazing, or do a stream every day and it do amazing. So
Right,
I
it's
feel
like crazy how much you like fine tune things over time too, to like get better. Like I feel like it took me like 4 years and then I mastered Twitter. Like after fucking so long, like I learned the formatting, you know, I learned like what works best, etc. And then you hire these editors and they think they know it all of a sudden because they made one video for you, and then they don't like respect like, oh, you're just the fucking gamer or some shit like that. Like that's what my editor did when I hired an editor. After 6 months, you know, I was his first person he was ever editing for. After 6 months, he'd stop listening to me and he thought he was like this fucking...
he would do his own style.
Yeah, he'd do his own style, his own thumbnail.
crazy.
Like, he wouldn't listen to me, and then I ended up having to split with him. And then as soon as I split with him, I started doing my own shit, and it blew up.
Oh, I think that, like I said, it's like, especially when I think YouTube's such a weird platform in the terms of like Twitch, you do it all by yourself. Twitter, you do it all by yourself. Like, but YouTube's a thing where you can sort of dish out the aspect of your content to other people. And so I think I went through like 3 editors before I finally found my guy.
It's like content creating, you know it all too, right? Like, we all have to start by editing our own shit.
Yeah, we all know to do it, but we just don't have time to do it.
Exactly. And like, those people forget that too.
Yeah,
You know, like those people that you hire, they forget that you're knowledgeable on this shit. Like, I can probably edit better than you. I just don't have fucking time.
And you pay him.
Yeah, I just don't have time. Yeah.
You know, so there's a lot
Bro,
of like,
dude, man. The thing is, as far as editors go, in my experience, is you either have to pay them a lot, or they're never gonna care as much as you do. You know what I'm saying?
I've been doing like daily uploads on my second channel for COD Mobile, trying to like branch out. And it was like I just recently, like yesterday, found someone like from my current editor. He recommended like a friend of his who's not even in the editing space really. He's just trying to get into it. But like before then, I'd worked with someone. Good videos took a week to get them back, and I'm trying to do daily uploads.
Right.
Or the qualities. It's either cheap, quality, and like turnaround time. You can't have all 3. You can have like cheap and like quality takes a week to get back. Cheap and turnaround time, shit quality. But having all 3 for an editor, like you just gotta either pay big bucks or strike gold and find someone who just really wants to edit for you just because they're a fan. Or
I mean,
like that.
you gotta pay him big bucks so he doesn't have to pick up other clients, because if he has other clients, then it's fucking taking long. So yeah, you literally have to be like, you have to have the monopoly on him. Like,
Yeah,
so
it's
kind of hard.
It's weird. And then like, luckily for me, I'm able to like take a negative on my second channel. Like if I pay an editor and my thumbnail designer more than what I'm making off the videos, like I can afford to do that to hopefully build it into something bigger. But a lot of people,
marketing expense.
Yeah, a lot of people will just have to do it on their own and hope, it works out. But obviously, like if you're starting out and like paying someone, like I feel like that's kind of cheap. Like you got to edit your own videos for a year, 2 years. Like, you got to grind yourself before you can start like doing.
People that do that never make it. People that hire it out immediately never make it. You have to have a passion for this shit, and I'm not saying that just having a passion for it is the defining point of making it or not, but like you have to have a real passion for it, man. You have to be willing to,
I think it's one of the big defining points.
You have to really be willing to learn is my biggest thing.
People that are in it for a quick buck don't really
100%
don't make it. People see through
never.
it.
Yeah, easily, bro. People see through it so easily.
To get the first down and they didn't quit.
Now on YouTube, it's actually kind of hard to get monetized off rip.
Yeah, it is.
It's a bit different.
We just got we just got our channel fucking monetized.
Let's go.
Bro, did you manually add ads to the last one?
No, I haven't.
I saw a comment. Someone was bitching. I was like, I forgot we're monetized now, bro. I forgot we're monetized.
I had it so that every single video that wasn't monetized became monetized, and I had it be like there's like a timestamp like template or whatever to where like if it's over a certain amount of time, the video will automatically place this many ads, etc.
All right, so we can't cuss anymore, boys.
No, we definitely can. We definitely can.
I'm kidding.
Yeah,
right.
fuck you, Dusty.
We're gonna wrap up the video podcast. Ducky, we do an audio only.
Audio podcast?
Yeah. So after this, hold up. But first,
we gotta all get naked though.
Yeah. Because they can't see. So, where can people find you? Where are you gonna be? What are your plans for the next few months? Tell them.
Daily uploads on YouTube, like I've talked about. Ducky the Gamer, YouTube, Twitch. Verified on Twitter now, so I'm making those stinker tweets.
God, that's so nice, bro. That's so nice.
That's Ducky BTW.
I would pay some good money for that check mark, man. I would pay some real good money. Complexity, right?
Yeah, they hooked it up. But yeah, I mean, if you like mobile, check me out. If you don't like mobile, probably don't check me out because you're probably not gonna like what you're gonna see. But yeah, appreciate it. If you guys
definitely follow him for his tweets. They're not just mobile tweets. So
all right.
I mean, he tweets off mobile, but
Ducky's a good Twitter user. If you go into Ducky's Twitter likes, you'll see a lot of good tweets.
Yeah, a lot of titties.
True. A lot of porn.
I don't know. I've never gone into your likes. I just know you like all my tweets. All right. If you guys made it this far, you can finish up the podcast on Spotify. It is free. You do not need to pay for Spotify. I know everybody thinks you need to pay. It's free. You download Spotify. You can watch the Brand Risk podcast. It's linked in the description. We're going to finish the audio only there. It's a little bit more mellow vibes, and that's where we ask the cooler questions because Spotify crowd is the wave. We'll see you guys later. Peace.
Peace.